Hello, my most beautiful, wonderful, most precious friends in the entire world. You are looking so damn good today. I am so excited because we have some new makeup to play with. I don't necessarily have a full face, but I do have some new makeup products that were sent to me and that I bought to try out for you guys to let you guys know whether or not they're worth it. So we're going to go ahead and dive right on in. I'm going to start up first because my lips are a little dry. This is the Summer Fridays Iced Coffee Lip Balm. Y'all, I bought this because it is something that it's right up my alley. I loved my Summer Fridays, just like the vanilla one. It sits on my desk. And this smells just like iced coffee. Now, if I'm gonna be real, it kind of reminds me of just like caramel. Like that's kind of like the scent more, more, that's kind of like the scent for me is the caramel flavor, but these just keep my lips nice and hydrated, so that's why I really do enjoy them. But the smell is just truly incredible. We're gonna start off with eyes. I have the brand new Blend Bunny Cosmetics Longing palette right here. First off, can we talk about how gorgeous the outside packaging is? It's so pretty. But this is the Longing 24 Tragically Beautiful eyeshadow palette. Now this palette's gonna be launching on June 26th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna retail for $42, and you guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off your purchase when purchasing anything from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. And this is a palette that says a warm cup of tea as you spill your heart, a cozy blanket while you mend from a loss or a heartbreak, unrequited feelings and missing pieces, days long gone by and love unrequited. This is that palette supposed to be inspired by this. Now this is gonna be a 24 pan cool tone, almost like neutral-esque vibes, because there are gonna be a lot of neutral shades in here, but I would say it's neutral with pops of colors. So you're gonna have like your more neutral shades right over here, but your more pops of colors right over here. And like I said, this is gonna be a cool tone palette. So it's gonna be a cool tone palette, but I will say I love how Maggie laid everything out. So she did more of like her basic everyday neutral look right here with her more pops of colors, and you can literally just go down the line once again to create a beautifully effortless makeup look. I love how she lays it out because she just makes it very, very beginner friendly, very user friendly. And then the shade names in here are just, they tug at my heart, because if you guys did not know, I recently talked about it in my new makeup releases, but Maggie lost her father a year ago, and then she just recently lost her mother. So this is just kind of like her longing palette with the shade names. It is just so beautiful. So I'm gonna do two eye looks today because I feel like this would be such a fun palette to play with. So I think I'm gonna do like a purple eye look and like a green eye look. I probably won't really go too much over here just because that's more neutral, and I don't really want to do necessarily just cool tone neutral. I just want to do more colorful neutral. I will say though, based upon swatches, some of these shades like Long Ago, Unrequited, Melancholy, Forlorn, and Heartbreak look very, and Take Me Back, look so similar. When I swatched these shades, it was very hard to kind of tell the difference. The undertone was a tad different, so that's the one thing I was kind of like, some of the shades look repetitive, but the undertones and the color are just a little bit different. Like these two right here look super similar when swatching. So does Long Ago and Heartbreak look very similar. This would be like more like a cool tone black, and this is more like an actual like black. Do you know what I mean? And they're gonna have like almost like a black brown. You're gonna have a black green. You're gonna have a black blue. You're gonna have like a black purple. So like some of the things do shift, but I just want to like some things do change color. But I want to give you guys a heads up because you look at it in person, and you're like, wait a minute, these all look the same. They're not, but they look very similar. So we're gonna go in with my Sigma eye primer right here. Like I said, we're gonna do two different eye looks. So I think I'm gonna go into the shade right here called Sorrow. Now this one's gonna be a little bit deeper. I really wanted to go into this shade, but I think I'm gonna use this as a transition shade. So I'm gonna start off with the shade called Sorrow right here. I absolutely love Maggie. I think the owner is so incredibly sweet and beautiful. She's so kind. And what I really love about this brand is that Maggie doesn't care about your follower size. Like she generally doesn't. She has so many micro influencers on her PR list that she sends product to, that she promotes. And I think that's incredibly sweet because you just generally don't see that nowadays. Most brands don't even want to talk to you or follow you unless you have like a minimum 10,000 followers. So I just love that Maggie gives a voice to those who may never be seen in the beauty industry, and I freaking love that. I've had so many of you guys tell me that you guys have never used Blend Bunny before. Oh my god, I highly suggest you do. If I could still recommend one palette to try out from Blend Bunny if you haven't, I would recommend the original Blends palette, because that palette is what started Blend Bunny Cosmetics and is what started my love for the brand. And it was her first palette she ever created, and it's like the perfect like rainbow palette. And the way that the shimmers, the way that the mattes in that palette just glided and moved along the lid. It was incredible. It's still one of my favorite palettes from that brand. I ranked it #1 for like 2 years in the best of the best because it genuinely is one of the best palettes. Maggie truly killed it with that palette. All right, I'm gonna take that shade called Whoa, and we're gonna use that to help to blend this on the lid, make it look a little bit more blended and not so harsh. I'm also gonna take the shade called Dear Diary. Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I wrote in like a diary / journal. I had one for years. I feel like it really helped me to get out like my thoughts and anxiety, but now I just like turn to other forms. I turn to like scratch offs, like these color scratch offs. I turn to reading, I turn to video gaming. I transfer my anxiety into other forms now. Trust the process. Now I'm gonna go into the shade called Remorse right here. And we're gonna put that right next to that green. I have definitely had some remorse in my life for sure. We're gonna take this, we're gonna start to place this color right here. Oh, that's a beautiful like olive green. All right, then I'm gonna take the shade called When It Rains. Oh, that's like the perfect shade name, When It Rains. Yes, I completely get that. When it does rain, it pours. We're gonna start to put this right here. This is like a beautiful like duochrome. Oh my God, it is so stunning. Then I'm gonna take the shade called All That's Left. So sad. We're gonna put that right next to that. All right, then I'm gonna take the shade called Unrequited right here, and we're gonna use that to line along our upper waterline, and so like that way I can blend with my false lashes. This is, like I said, that black green shade. We're gonna sort of stamp this right here. We'll worry about cleaning it up in just a minute, because now we're gonna go into the other eye. Now this one I'm gonna do more of like a purple eye. I never really play with purples as often. I know a lot of you guys actually say I should because you guys said it's really pretty on me. I don't know, I just never play with purple that often. All right, I'm gonna start with this shade right here called Take Me Back. Oh my gosh, so I gotta tell you guys a story. So I ordered, by the way, the new Allie perfume, and it came in this morning. But y'all, I don't know what has been going on with Sephora's shipping lately, but it has not been up to par like it used to be. So I wake up at 7 every day, and I get notified around 8 a.m. that my package had been delivered. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I opened my front door expecting to see my Sephora package there. Nope, it wasn't there. And so I went to the app, and I see a picture of it sitting in the mailbox. And I was like, oh, that's odd. I didn't know that Sephora had access to the mailbox. I was like, maybe the mailman came early. But like when I went to inform delivery, it still said like things were out for delivery. So I'm like, okay, obviously it didn't get delivered by the mail. So how did it end up in a mailbox? So Corey and I went down there because we were really curious, like how my package ended up in a locker. And when we went down there, y'all, my package was sitting in a random parcel locker. Just a random freaking parcel locker. Like that was just completely open. And I was like, are you kidding me? So we have our own mailboxes. Okay. They're like these little small mailboxes. And whenever you have a package delivered by USPS, sometimes Amazon, they have a key, and they put a key into your locker, and then you open up those big parcel lockers. That's how you get your like packages and stuff like that. And I live in a gated community. It's been like this for as long as I lived in an apartment, pretty much. And for some reason, the delivery person decided just to put it in one of those open parcel lockers that already had a key in it, and the person had already taken the package. Just put it in there, and then took a picture and then left. So I was like, oh my God, like what is this? So I called Sephora, because Sephora has a customer service line, and I was super nice to the lady on the phone. And I kind of just, asked her who their shipping provider was. And she asked, was everything okay with my order? And I explained the situation. So she was able to go into my account and see that it was from a shipping company third-party shipping company called Voho, VOHO, and that's who delivered my package. And I explained the situation. She saw the photo as well, and she's like, so that was just an open parcel locker? I'm like, that was just some random Joe Schmo open parcel locker. And she's like, what the heck? And I said, I know. I said, luckily, I'm home. This is so freaking messy, but we're going to trust the process. I'm going to go into the shade called Pleading right here to help to blend that out. And then we're going to go into the shade called Twist of Fate, these two together. I said, luckily I'm home and I was able to get this package. I said, however, if I wasn't home, this was just sitting in an open parcel locker, like not even shut, just an open parcel locker with my package sitting right here. It's like someone could have taken it, or the mail person could have came later on, saw the package sitting there, and then returned to sender. I was like, I've never had this experience before, but this is the second time I've ordered from you guys, and I've had a weird shipping experience. I said, I don't know what's going on, but I just want to like give you a heads up. And they were super sweet. They said they're going to pass this information on to their team lead. And I said, well, yeah, whatever. I was like, yeah, no worries. And they're like, is there anything we want us to do with the situation? I said, well, no, because like my package arrived, like I had my package and it's not damaged or anything like that, but I just wanted to like let you know because like this shouldn't be happening. They should not be doing this. It was just such a weird situation. And then they said they're going to contact me probably to like get more photos that I've taken. I don't know. It's just so weird. And I just had bad luck with ordering things online right now. I don't know what is going on. Maybe it's the sign from the universe, like, stop ordering stuff. Okay, we're going to trust the process because it's going to be messy right now. But we're going to go into the shade called Love Letters right here. This beautiful, beautiful, like, dual chrome shade. Oh, it's stunning. Okay, then we're going to take the shade called Remember right here. This beautiful, like, icy silver shade. And we're going to put this right here. Now we're going to take the shade that's called Take Me Back. It's like this dark purple right here. We're going to use that to stamp along our waterline. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to clean this up off of camera, come back with my lashes on, and we're going to start to move on to the face. So I'll be back. Okay, so now that the lashes are on, I did not know that Game Beauty did lashes. Did you guys know that Game Beauty did lashes? They were sweet enough to send me a whole box of lashes to use. And so I'm wearing the pair called 03 Dika Dika, the anime eyes. These feel incredible. Like, they look incredible. I can't even feel them in my eye. They kind of remind me almost as if I'm wearing like the Kiss Ruffle lashes. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, Game Beauty. If you guys did not know, I actually do have a code with them. It's code Allie, which will save you guys 10% off, but these are legit. Okay, so for face, so we're going to move into the face, and I'll give you guys my opinions about all the products at the end. I was sent over the brand new Do La La from Benefit Cosmetics. This is a liquid glow illuminator. I have the shade called Light Medium. And I have the shade called Luna in light medium, and this says glide on this weightless liquid glow for skin that looks naturally dewy and lit from within. Apply all over the face with fingertips. Wear on bare skin or over makeup. So we're gonna wear it under bare skin because I've really been getting into like those bronzing dewdrops that you wear before you put on like your foundation to give you like a nice bronzy glow. So we're gonna see what this does. They were so sweet, like I said, to send this over. So thank you so much, Benefit. Let's see how this looks. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know why, because I don't know if something like this would actually be beneficial for me. Don't mind me. Hold on. We're not going to judge. But I'm going to take this. I'm just going to try. So it's apply with a fingertip. So we're going to apply with a fingertip. Maybe like the L'Oreal Glow Lotion. I think that this is what's like the Glowtion, whatever that shit's called. I think this is what's supposed to be reminiscent of. Okay, so it does dry down rather nicely. It doesn't have like a tackiness to it. It gives me like somewhat of a shine. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm like glowing per se, but it does give me a little bit just of like a nice shine. Like this is something that I could possibly wear on the days I'm doing a no makeup look. I could probably put this on so I have a little bit of like lumosity to my skin so I'm not looking like a dead zombie. I know that's still not what they make. No.
Right.
Why can't I ever make what they make? I'm gonna leave that to the cast of The Walking Dead. But legit, I do think it's pretty. I do think it's pretty, but I don't know how well it's gonna wear up against my oily skin. But I do think it's really pretty. Like I said, this is something I see myself wearing on the days that I just want to have like no makeup on, but still look semi-decent. I can see myself putting this on because it does add a little bit of a tint with a little bit of luminosity, but it's not like overwhelming. I just look like I put on like sunscreen. That's nice. For primer, I have the Ciate London. This is called the Perfecting Putty. It's a blurring and mattifying balm. So this says this instantly blurs and minimizes the look of pores, fine lines, and excessive shine to reveal a rejuvenated complexion with Ciate London's Perfecting Putty. Infused with sequinolene, hyaluronic acid, and smoothing antioxidants. This helps protect and moisturize the skin. This formula will blend seamlessly under makeup as a primer or also as perfector for on-the-go touch-ups. Interesting. I am excited to try this out. This was gifted to me by Ciate London. This is how this putty is going to look. Is there like a shade? Okay. So I'm going to take it I guess, on my fingers. I'm gonna warm it up just a little bit because it's kind of hard. Okay, and we're gonna start to just pounce that into my pores. Doesn't have a smell. Okay, so the only thing I will say about this is that it feels really greasy. It has a very greasy feel to it. So this is one side with it on, one side with it not on. Granted, I do have a luminizer underneath it. So I feel like it does mattify a little bit, and I feel like if you look at it spot on, my pores do look a little bit softer. I can still see them, but they just look a little bit softer. So maybe it is kind of blurring them just a tad, but it doesn't feel like it's drying down. I don't see how this will control shine and help to mattify the face. I don't get that sensation from this whatsoever. I just feel like this is like a silicone-based primer that helps to diffuse the look of pores, but I can't tell if it's going to be like mattifying only because it feels like greasy. I do feel like my pores look softer. Okay, we're gonna have to keep trying this. So for foundation, this is nothing new, but this is new to me because I don't ever recall trying this, but this was gifted to me a couple months ago. I'm just now touching it. But it's the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I figure we can give this a go today. I have the shade called Light 5N, just because I haven't really played with this before. And I want to see whether or not it's good because I do have some new makeup to test out that I've gotten a while ago, but I just never have. So let's see how this works. Let's see if I like this. I want to let you guys know that I did return the, oh, nice and thick. I did return the Win Beauty, their version of a tinted moisturizer, because it just was a no for me. And I returned it. Look at me, y'all. Y'all know that I never do returns. So be proud, because that was a proud moment for me to return that, because generally, I would not have returned something like that. I would have just kept it and then decluttered it down the line, but I put my big girl panties on and I returned it. So this is how the one side of the face looks. As you guys can see, it's definitely not a full coverage foundation. It's definitely going to give just like the nice skin look. It is a right shade match, so I am grateful for that. But I do want something just a little bit thicker, just because I really do like having tinted moisturizers. It's nice to have in the days, like I said, I want to do bare minimalistic makeup. But because I want to try out other products, I do want to have my foundation just being a little bit thicker. So I'm going to take a little bit of the e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation. I'm still trying this out. I do like this foundation, by the way. So I'm just going to take this. I'm just going to start to just add this kind of on top. We're just going to kind of mix the two together. Have the foundations on. I'm just going to quickly go in with bronzer. I don't have a new bronzer, but I am going to go into Say like Dewy bronzer right here. I know that I tried this out in that video where I tried out the full face of like new makeup, and you all didn't get to see like how pretty this bronzer is. It's actually a really pretty bronzer. I don't know why people out here are hating on it. I really actually like this bronzer. It blends out so effortlessly. It's really pretty. Okay, so now that the bronzer is on, I do have two blushes to try. So I have a new shade from Merit. This is their Flush Bomb in the shade called Beverly Hills. They did send this to me in PR. I love the shade called Cheeky. It's one of my favorites from them. But this is the shade called Beverly Hills, and it's going to look like... So it's a very light, like dusty rose style shade, right? Really pretty. But I also bought the brand new Huda Beauty blush filter right here. Now, I actually filmed a video where I went shopping in person. I did like another shop with me video, and that video is going to be a freaking disaster. All these videos always turn out like shit. I don't know why. I suck at it. But I originally swatched these. I was going to get the peach shade, and then I swatched them. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not getting these. But then I ended up getting it. I don't know how. I just ended up getting it because I just had like FOMO. But I have the shade called... what shade do I have? Cotton Candy, because this is going to make the lightest of the shade. Like I said, in my video, in my shop with me, I show you guys the swatches of these and how intense they were. But we're going to try these both today. So I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty one first, because this is like the lightest shade. It's really pretty, but I feel like with these type of shades, like a little bit does go a long way. Maybe it's just because of how I swatched it. I don't know, but it was pigmented, and I was like so this is the one that seems like it's gonna be the most complimentary for my skin tone. So I'm just gonna do a couple dots, and we're going to blend it out. Let's see what it does. Pretty. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? Melted right in. Okay, yeah, like I said, I think I got the right shade, because I almost got the peach shade, because you guys know I love a good peach shade. That shit was orange. That shit was straight up orange. But this is beautiful. That is such a pretty color. So this says that this is a lightweight, melts on the skin, soft focused finish. And I will say this is absolutely stunning. Now I wish I could just like leave my face like this like others can, but we both know that I can't do that. So I'm gonna go in with the Merit one right here. We're gonna start to just kind of swipe this on. It's kind of similar in color. That's really pretty. Let's blend this one out. Really pretty. This one gives me more of like a desert rose, super pretty color, more like a dusty rose. This is more like a baby pink. Both are really pretty. Okay. Wow. Okay. I couldn't tell you which one I like more because I think they're both really pretty on their own. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly throw on some concealer. I'm not wearing anything new. I'm just going to go in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer because I have no new concealer to try out. Just going to put the little key points right here. And we're going to move on to our highlighter because I have no new setting powder either. All I have that I'm going to be using today is just the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. I'm just going to use this, and then we're going to move on to the highlighter. Okay, to set my face, I'm going to try out the blend. Like, to set my face, I'm going to try out this Beauty Blender. This is a Pocket Puff, Powder Pocket Puff, dual-sided powder puff. I got this in my summer Sephora favorites, but I've never actually tried this. I know a lot of people always made a big deal about this. So I just want to see kind of like what the big deal is. So we're going to, oh, a little spot for my finger. Is that where my finger goes? Or does it go right here? I don't know. We're going to take this and we're going to start to pat this into the face. I just want to know what the big deal about beauty blenders, because I never bought a beauty blender because I feel like they're overpriced for kind of like what they are. But we're going to test this out. Why is it kind of stinks? It's not my setting powder. It's the powder puff. It kind of smells almost like fish. Going back in quickly with the Sephora matte bronzer just to kind of like touch up what might have been covered. I don't know, that beauty blender kind of stunk, and I just opened it out of my Sephora favorites pack, so like, ew. Okay, so now that is on, we're gonna go in to finish off the eyes really fast. So for this eye right here, I think I'm gonna take the shade called Bittersweet. I'm gonna mix it with Star-Crossed right here. Mix these two shades together. And then for this eye, I think I'm gonna take the shade called Old Photographs. I'm gonna mix it with the Dear Diary shade. Kind of switch it up just a tad. I'm gonna throw in just some white liner. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, Merit did send over a brow pomade. This is the Brow 1980 volumizing pomade. So this is a nod to the brows of the 80s. This pomade gives you thick, fluffy brows that will hold all day. We're just gonna try just a little bit of it. I've never tried Merit's brow pomade before, so I'm just going to kind of brush it lightly into my brows. I already used my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, so we're just going to go in with this, give our brow some volume, I guess. Now for highlighter, I did buy the brand new Patrick Ta. These are going to be the Major Glow Cream and Powder Light Reflecting Highlighter Duos. Now I bought the shade called Sugar and the shade called Baby. Now these have had a lot of, I would say drama, but more controversy surrounding them because apparently a lot of people are getting their cream shades and whenever they touch them, they are completely melting. Now people are saying, oh, it's because of how hot it is right now. That's why they're melting. But people are saying, no, like I've tried the product like a week later and the cream product is literally melting. Like you stick your sponge in this and this completely just melts right here. So I know that I've been seeing online that they've been doing refunds and giving people brand new products because that's not how these products are supposed to perform. But that is what's happening. Now, did I need two shades? No, because these are supposed to be almost translucent, like light reflectors. So they have there are 5 different shades, but they're supposed to be translucent. They're supposed to kind of match your skin and give you like a lit from within. You're not supposed to have this blinding light, but just enough that it's going to enhance your just natural, like just going to enhance like your makeup and just gives you a nice soft ethereal glow is what it's really supposed to do. So I have the shade called Sugar. This is like the most universal one. So this is going to be the cream product right here. Now I did swatch mine earlier and luckily mine is not coming melted, but you see how it just looks like water? I'm going to put it in the back of my hand. This is just it right here. Like you can't really see much, but then I'll take the powder. I'm going to put the powder right next to that. And that's going to be the combination right there. Very, very, very light. Very, very light in shade. But I really just want to try this out. I knew this was going to be the most popular one. And then, like I said, I have the shade called Baby. This is the shade called Baby. It's really pretty, like, pinky one. So I'm going to swatch it. Again, looks clear. I'll take the powder. And I'll put this right here. Right? It barely has pigment, but we're going to try out both shades today. Like I said, these are not meant to be super, super like in your face wow, but they're supposed to be really pretty. So we're going to do it the way that he recommends, which we're going to start with the cream followed by the powder. So I'm going to take my sponge. We're going to go in the shade called Sugar. I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to dip my sponge into here. Luckily, mine's not turning goopy. And we're going to put this right along my cheekbone right here. And yes, he does set it on top of setting powder. Just like so. So now I kind of have like a soft, almost like lit from within. Just a very soft, subtle glow. But then I'll take my brush and I will put my brush right on top. And this is where you can kind of get it more enhanced right here by placing it right on top of that. Now we're going to have a little bit more of like a glow. Really pretty, really pretty. I'm just going to kind of tap over this. And that's just kind of like where we are right here. Really pretty, but the only problem is that I feel like it's not as easy to work with once I'm putting on top of the cream. But here's going to be that like sugar shade right here. Super pretty. You can definitely see that ethereal glow. I will take the shade right here and I will put it in the inner corner of this eye look, just like so. That's going to be the shade Sugar right there. Now we're going to go into the shade called Baby. This pink one. Again, just super light reflecting. Very minimal. And then there we have the powder there. Maybe he does powder followed by the cream. I think he might does powder followed by the cream. But either way, we can go ahead and just do that as well. I think he does powder followed by the cream. I think I did the wrong way. Okay, and then I did the wrong way. If that's the case, we're going to go back into this one more time. I'm going to take the cream now. And we're going to start to just put that right on top of that. Oh wow, that really took away that shine. That really took away that shine. Do you guys see that? Okay, so this is how both sides are looking. I definitely don't think I needed both. I think out of the two, the baby pink one definitely does give me like just more of like a nice shine to it. You can definitely see that wetness, that light reflecting. I think this shade is a bit more prettier, more complementary to my skin tone. However, I am noticing one thing, that it is definitely causing my foundation to lift underneath. It's definitely causing my foundation to lift underneath, which is a little unfortunate. I wouldn't say that it's the product's fault, but it could be user error, and I think that's just kind of where I'm at right now. I think it's just more user error, because I believe he does powdered followed by cream, and I did it the opposite way, but you know what, that's okay. I'm gonna go back into the Baby shade, because I'm just gonna use this as the inner corner right here, right there. Did I need both shades? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do have two lips. So I have I have some lip products. So these are sent to me by Merit. I have a shade stick. It's a tinted lip oil, and I have a lightweight lipstick. So the lightweight lipstick is going to look like so, and that's going to be the color right there. Kind of more peachy nude, not bad. And then we also have a tinted lip oil that's going to come with that. Again, this was sent to me in PR. This is how the tinted lip oil looks. I already know I love the Merit tinted lip oils. Okay, well, I already know I love the tinted lip oils, but for some reason I cannot get this open. But we're not going to use that today. I'm going to use something different. I'm going to use something that's going to cause you guys to hardcore judge me, because I am judging myself. I'm judging myself. And you guys are going to call me a fool. You're a fool. You're a fool. I am. So we're going to get into the lips. So we're going to go in just with a Too Faced lip injector right here. I believe I got this in my Sephora favorites kit. I'm gonna line my lips, and we're gonna go in with the Merit lipstick in the shade called Ginger. Very soft, like nudie peachy shade. I think it's really pretty, but instead of going into lip oil that I cannot seem to get open, we're gonna go into something a little different. Now, I am so stupid. I am gonna say that right now. I'm stupid, but This is what happens when you go makeup shopping while you're starving. I happened to be at Sephora and I was filming new makeup that was launched, and I saw this product and I was like, well, let me just smell it. Let me just smell it before I diss it and talk shit about it. That is what I did. I smelt it, and then somehow I ended up buying it because it was the last one. But it's the Gazoo Coconut Frost Lip Oil. No, y'all seen I did the best and worst of beauty so far this year, and I did rank this as the worst, not because it's a bad product, just because it's so expensive for what it is. It's $28 for a lip oil that doesn't even stay on the lips. And I have been very vocal about my waste of money for that. And then I saw that they were rolling out with a coconut infused one, and I was like, y'all, have my back, be my friend, tell me not to get this. And so many of you guys were like, bitch, do not waste your money. Yeah, I know. You guys weren't there. And I was even telling Corey about it. I was like, oh, they're going to kill me. He's like, why'd you buy it? I'm like, because it smells like coconuts. Okay, so I have the St. Bart ones. That's the collab with Way. And it smells incredible. But I barely want to use it because it just is so delicious that I know I shouldn't be having this. And then this right here, y'all, this smells just like pure heaven. It smells like pina colada. If you like pina colada, getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, which is what I do. I have half a brain because I bought this. So let's try it out. Okay, so this is the coconut one. Y'all, the way that this smells right now, it tastes like coconut. Stop. It's coconutty fresh. It's coconutty fresh. Is this going to be worth it in the end? Probably not. I probably did waste my money on it, but anything that smells like coconut, y'all, I can't. I'm a sucker for it. And I feel like I was a sucker for this. So that's what happens. You let me go shopping when I was starving and I smelled the coconut. I was like, I gotta have it. So to finish off the face, we're going in with my One Size Tried and True Until Dawn setting spray. I'm gonna mix it a little bit with the Urban Decay Hyaluronic Acid All Nighter. And this is going to be kind of the makeup look right here. Let me zoom you out because I have one more product that I want to show you guys, and then we will wrap up this long ass video is what I feel like it is at this point. But I just want to show you guys these things. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you guys is the Allie Vacate in a Bottle perfume set. This is limited edition. It's not the cheapest thing in the world. This did cost like $100, but you get 4 pretty decently sized perfumes. Now, I will say I went ahead and I smell all these shades. This one here, this is the Marrakesha one. This smells a lot like the YSL Prison Libre perfume. This beautiful scent right here, this is called Capri in a Bottle. This smells like lemon, like a freshly squeezed lemon. It smells so incredibly good. Then we have Maui in a Body. Now this kind of reminds me of coconuts a little bit, like being at the beach, like sand, beach, air, like sand, beach, waves, coconut-esque. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But then we have the shade called Maldives in a Bottle. Now this shade right here, this smells like fresh coconuts. This smells like a tropical paradise. This kind of smells like the Way hair perfume. So I'm going to use this today. I told you guys I would show you guys how I layer my scents. So this is how I actually do it. And it's a little intense, I know, but it's just kind of like what makes me happy. So normally I would put on like body lotion. Like I would put on my Minimum LA. It's a coconut and vanilla body cream. I put that all over my body, like my arms and legs and everything like that. So once I have that on, I will go into the Way. This is the hair and body mist. I strictly spray this just into my hair. Trying to like a little ruffle right here. So the fragrance is just nice and encoded in my hair. Then I would take either the Sol de Janeiro or the Finery perfume right here. And this is where I'm going to spray on my body. So I'm going to kind of use a little bit of both so I can show you. Sol de Janeiro, I'm going to do like 1, 2. Kind of let that kind of absorb in just a little bit. This is the Beijos de Sol one right here. It smells so freaking good. And then we have the Finery Pistachio Please. This smells like a tropical paradise. Now this one, I'll be a little bit more cautious. I'll do a little bit more towards the neck area and then down towards like the lower torso. Okay. So now all these scents are giving me like a tropical vibes, coastal paradise, like kind of like mixed scents that kind of go well together. Now I'll go in with the actual perfume. Now with the perfume, I will be very generous with it. With perfume, I'll be very light. So I'll do one spray directly behind my neck, one spray right on my wrist. Just push these together. Don't rub them in because you're going to break apart the fragrances. Push it together. And then I'll do one tiny little one right there in my ears. And that's it. That's all I do. And I get so much compliments because of the fact that I layer my scents. And you can do so much. You can layer however many scents you want to. Just make sure that they are something that you love and they mesh well together. So like I said, I strictly stick this just to my hair. So I have a nice fragrance in my hair. And then I will take a Sol de Janeiro and a refinery scent. And I can even put this a little bit in my hair too if I want to, because it's also a hair and body mist. I'll put this maybe a little bit, just do like 1 or 2 spritz across the body, 1 or 2 spritz across like the lower torso, a little bit more towards my back area. And then I'll take the physical perfume and I'll put them in my key points where I'm usually having the most interaction, right behind my neck, right here behind my ears, and just right here at my wrist. Those are the only points that I actually put the perfume. The rest of the body mist just goes across and then like across hair. And that's how I layer my scents. I know it's a little weird, but I like layering scents, and I just get so many compliments on layering my scents. And I usually try to stick with scents that complement each other. So if I'm going to do like a vanilla based scent, I will use like cotton candy scents to go with it. Maybe I'll use a little bit more sweet smelling scents with it, a little bit more floral scents with it. I just like to layer stuff that I think smells really good together. And it's all just about like what your preference is and what you think may mix and match. But this is what lasts me all day. I think these are incredible smelling. Like I said, I get so many compliments on it. And yeah, I just recommend checking these out. And if you guys want to get like any finery stuff, you guys can find this at Target, super cheap. Sol de Janeiro is not as cheap, but they do have the MCO Beauty is doing a dupe, and then you guys can find the Way collab, or you can find the Way perfume, the Way hair and body mist over at Sephora. Yes. But that is kind of how I do my layering. So I'm going to quickly kind of go over all the makeup products. First, we do have the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Longing Palette. I absolutely love the eye looks that I created when using this palette. I think they're so pretty. I think I'm actually gravitating more towards this eye right here. I just think it's so freaking gorgeous. I think this is a beautiful cool tone palette. If you are very much into cool tones, and if you love those kind of like pops, those kind of like muted sages, icy lavenders, cool tone browns, this is going to be the palette for you. If you guys know and love Blend Bunny, you know that this palette's formula speaks for itself. There's definitely some fallout with it, but they blend really effortlessly. I didn't need any sort of glitter glue when using any of these shimmers. They're such a gorgeous palette, and I think this is probably one of the prettiest palettes that Blend Bunny Cosmetic has come out to date in terms of their neutral palettes, because she does have 2 or 3 neutral palettes. This one to me is probably the prettiest one she's come out with, and I'm so in love with this. And just the it's just so aesthetically pleasing from the outside, same as on the inside. And I just, oh my god, I highly recommend checking this out. It will be live on June 26th, like I said, at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can use code Allie, which will save you guys 10% off. Quickly, we have the Do La La. I like it. I think it adds a nice little like lumosity to the face. I'm going to keep testing this out, but so far, based on first impressions, I do really like this one. The Ciate London, I feel like the only thing it did was just kind of blur the pores, like made them a little more softer. How well it's going to mattify the skin, that's something I will let you guys know at the end of the month. First impressions, it does make my skin look a little bit soft, but is it wowing? No, not at all. Skin tint's really pretty, but like I didn't really use it too much. I just use it as kind of like a base, so I'm not going to really go into this too much. I won't really go into the things you guys have seen, but I will talk about things you guys have not seen, like the Huda Beauty. This right here, this is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous blush. Like I said, these are really tints and pigment. I swatched them in person, and the shades that I originally was going to get, like I was never going to get this shade based upon online. I was like, no, I don't want baby pink. I'm so glad I swatched it in person, because this was the prettiest shade and complexion, because all the other ones were too pigmented, too deep, and definitely would not have worked for me. This one I think works beautifully, but so does the Mirror. This is a gorgeous shade. I love the shade called Cheeky, but this is like a dusty rose. This is a very gorgeous shade. Had a little bit more of a peachy vibe to it as well. Really pretty. Love the way this applies. It lasts all day. I really do like the Merit products. The brow product, it's supposed to be a pomade. My brows don't feel harsh. They don't feel sticky. They just feel like more like a brow gel. I don't know if I used it right, but it feels more like brow gel. Do you need this? Probably not. It's all right. We have the 2 highlighters from Pac-Tall. Now, I will say, I really do love the way that this side looks. It looks like a wet shine. It looks like a wet shine. This shade right here, it looks really pretty too, but I don't think I needed 2 shades. I think I just needed 1. I wanted to get 2 to see there's a difference, but truly there isn't too much of a difference. They are pretty, but I definitely think there is a learning curve to this. Like I said, I know a lot of people were having issues with this kind of like shifting and moving and becoming really goopy, and they were doing returns on it. And I know that Pac-Tall said this is not the way that his products are supposed to perform. So if you have any issues, definitely contact them or contact Sephora. They should be able to reissue a replacement or a refund. I haven't noticed any of that, but I will say I definitely don't think I needed 2. I think the 1 would have been great. I really love the shade called Sugar. I knew he said this would probably be the most universal shade, the most flattering on most people. It's really pretty, but I think it does take a learning curve, because right now when I look at my skin up close, I can see where it definitely has lifted the foundation and kind of shifted and moved it and makes it look super red. And it's a little sticky. It's a little sticky for me. So this is a learning curve, and I'm going to keep playing with it, but if I can't get it to work, well, I might return them. Next we have the Game Beauty lashes. So freaking soft. I do not feel them on my lid. I think these are pretty. The Merit lipstick, this was the shade called Ginger. It's a really pretty, like, peachy nude shade. It's a really pretty peachy nude shade. I like this shade. I'm going to keep wearing it. But the one that I'm just kind of impressed with right now is the Gazoo Coconut Frost. I think the color is really pretty. It just has like a nice, soft, like milky undertone to it with a little bit of glitter. But the taste of this, y'all, the taste is just delicious. I still taste coconut. Was I supposed to eat it? No, I'm not. I'm not supposed to eat it. Overall, those are all the new makeup products that I tried out for you guys today. Let me know what I tried out that you guys are interested in or not interested in. I will do a wrap up on all these products at the end of the month. But so far, based upon everything, I liked majority of the stuff we tried, which is like a first, because I feel like it's been a while since I've done that. Usually I get mess ups, but we made it work. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. I'll have everything that I mentioned linked down below, along with my nails. I know you guys really love when I do my press on nails. These are from Impression, which is Kiss's brand, and it's not the same one as the other ones. The other ones are green. These are purple base that shift to green. So it's like I had a green base that shift to purple. These are green. These are purple that shift to like a beautiful galaxy green. Super pretty. I'll have the link down below. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful ventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video.